We purchased some game-changing genetics for the 2026 breeding season, and I cannot wait to show you what those are. Let's get to it. So we talked about this guy actually in our Halloween episode that I'll link right here if you're interested in watching that video as well, where we talk about him a little bit. But he is a stranger cypress leopard fire 100% het clown male. And he's not quite up to breeding size for the beginning of the 2026 season, but we are really hopeful that he will be ready to breed for us towards the end of the season. We do not have stranger or cypress in our collection, so this is very exciting because both of these genes are very impactful on and complementary to other genetics. And I just can't wait to see what we can produce with this guy and his very, very unique and very, very pretty stack of genetic combinations that he has. So Stranger really does some awesome work when it's mixed with clown because it really kind of messes up that normal clown pattern. And then you add that cypress in there that's really brightening up those sides and giving that blushing coloration that sometimes I feel like clown definitely needs. And it's just going to be a very cool project to add some possible other genetics on top of these and see what we can produce and enhance the combination altogether. Moving on to our second one, which we also talked about in our Halloween episode. But this guy, this shy, very shy little guy right here, is a pastel chocolate triple het. He is triple het for hypo, DG, and puzzle. So one of the things, the genetics that I really, really wanted to get into this year was chocolate because I love what chocolate hypos look like. I love what chocolate hypo DGs look like. And I'm excited to work that into the puzzle project itself and see what we can do in making that nice, soft, almost creamy chocolatey color in the puzzle pattern. So very excited for this guy. He's just about breeding size. He doesn't know quite what he's doing just yet, but we're hoping that he's going to figure it out before our girls are ready to go. Besides the puzzle avenue that we're going with this guy, we are also hoping to add him to some of our other recessive genetics with the chocolate hypo DG route in mind because we love this combination and we are hoping to just add some other genetics in there too, recessives wise, and see what we can produce this coming year. Moving on to the biggest pickup that we got this year. This is our 2,200 plus gram striker female that we just recently picked up. And during the ultrasound process that we do once a month, we found that she is sitting at about 10 millimeter follicles. So we are hoping that she goes this year because this is going to be a fun project that we're going to dabble with a little bit. But she is going to be a great addition to our collection because I have wanted to see where Striker goes. In some of the previous episodes, we've talked about Striker. Super Striker kinda looks like Zebra. So that is why we want to play with this a little bit because we do work with Zebra and we want to work with Striker as well and just see how they do. And maybe learn some things from Zebra for striker combinations in the future or vice versa. But she is a big girl and going to be a great addition for that project. Striker has been proven to be its own gene. They did test it to make sure that it wasn't Zebra, and it is indeed not. Moving on to our fourth pickup. So this one is quite small compared to our last one, but during the deep dive episode that we did with Chris Hernan and the Scrambler gene, we decided to pick up something Scrambler. And this boy is a super high OD Enchi Scrambler male. And I am so excited to get Scrambler into our collection because I think it's going to be very fun because high OD and Scrambler seem to complement each other like peanut butter and jelly. So I am really hopeful that this is going to add some super orange colorations and some funky patterning to one of the projects that we already have going. which I'm not going to disclose just yet. You guys will have to wait around and find out. But this is going to be a very, very fun male to work with in some of our projects. Granted, he might not be going this year. He may be of size by the end of this season. Fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. Otherwise, he will be mixed in the following season. Chris Hernan has been making some super Scrambler high-intensity orange dream babies this season, and I'm hoping to follow suit with some of the combinations of my own. So we will see what happens with that, because that is a very, very beautiful, very, very high color, high contrast snake, and they grow up and they keep that color saturation, and that is what I am going for. Moving on to our last but certainly not least. During our deep dive episode with Antoine in the gorilla gene, which I will link up here for you guys to watch if you would like, we were talking to him about something else that NBK and DPR work with, which is Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is a gene that they have been working with for a little while now, and they have made some outstanding looking babies from them, and we just had to get one. So we don't have him quite yet, but he is a male ODYB fire Enchi cantaloupe, and I just cannot wait to get my hands on him and get him breeding with some of our females. We are going to take it very slow with the cantaloupe genes, since they have not necessarily worked it into a vast amount of genes. We don't want to go crazy with it either. We want to take our time with it and figure out what cantaloupe complements the best. The best part about cantaloupe for me is that the super form of cantaloupe seems to get more intense as the animal ages, which is one of my favorite, absolute favorite things about a genetic. If it improves with age, I'm all about it. And it complements Orange Dream and Yellow Belly very well. And the fact that he is mixed in with Fire and Enchi, everything that he has is very, very strong, brightening genetics. And I just can't wait to see what we produce in the future. Maybe we will produce some super cantaloupes eventually. That is our goal. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. In the comments below, let me know if you were as excited as we are for some of these projects. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.